Hey, what's up people? ButteryButters here. Welcome to my Let's Play of Dark Souls 2. I was originally going to make this a combined thing where, excuse me, where I would simply upload the footage of my stream, but in my first episode done on stream, my audio wasn't recorded in my stream software, so the only way to work around that is to also record it with Bandicam at the same time as streaming, which shouldn't be an issue, but it will probably it could cause a performance drop, an FPS drop. Just warning you right now that after the first episode, you will probably notice a slight FPS drop. Anyway, this is Dark Souls on the PC, Dark Souls 2 rather. It was released a few days ago. The day it was released, I didn't get it on the exact release time because I was asleep, so I couldn't do it exactly then, and there's actually an issue with the PC where it crashes at startup. The only way I have to work around it, since I have a NVIDIA graphics card, not AMD, is to unscrew the DVI port, hit enter to start the game, and screw it back in, which is one of the reasons why I've delayed doing it for so long. Anyway, these are the settings that it's on now, same exact settings that it was last time. And if I click continue, you can see I'm level 12, hour and 30 minutes in the game, Forest of Fallen Giants. There's actually a bit less time played than that because I took a break midway through the stream to go to the bathroom and eat something, so just 1 second. Alright, enough dilly-dallying. I'm going to start a new game, and I'm going to get to the point where I was at in Forest of Fallen Giants, and then I'm going to continue the ButteryButters character that was from the stream, so there will be a slight disparity from when I start. So, anyway, I'm going to include an annotation in the top right if you want to skip the opening cutscenes if you've seen them all before, so I know I really appreciate that when tubers do that, so and try to be quiet during the cutscene.
You've seen it, maybe in a dream.
I do like to talk, though.
A murky, forgotten land.
So I will probably talk during the cutscenes. Beautiful graphics, though. I love these cutscenes.
A place where souls may mend your ailing mind.
I better get up or I'll drown in the rain.
You will lose everything.
Subtle.
Once branded. The symbol of the curse. An augur of darkness. Your past, your future, your very light.
We used to have a perfectly good apple as well.
None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human. A thing that feeds on souls, a hollow.
Oh jeez, old lady.
Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north,
'Cause you're not creepy at all.
a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drang Lake.
It's a lot of dragons.
You're familiar? No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why.
Yeah, because that makes total sense. And Dark Souls plus boat equals, oh my god, no, there are giant alligators. Why are you on a boat? Go around the water. Water equals death. Ooh, a tree. And what looked like to be the swarming fire insects from Atlantis, where if you breach their enclosure, they set everything around them on fire. And you let them just cling to you. That's smart. Seems legit. And hey, the Blood Moon. Dark Souls protecting the future. I just love that part of the musical score.
Like a moth drawn to a flame, your wings will burn in anguish. Time after time.
Again, subtle.
For that is your fate. The fate of the cursed.
And that dive gets a perfect 10 from the scorers at the Olympics. Back to you, Bob. He seems to be injured. But yeah, that's the beginning of Dark Souls 2. I like this cutscene a lot more than the one in Dark Souls 1. Now, this may seem odd, but I don't remember the class I chose. I'm going to try to keep things as close to what happened in my original playthrough as possible, without a death counter, obviously. I died, I think, a total of 4 times. One was a suicide. Admittedly, a very funny suicide, but which I wish could have gotten caught on camera. Goddamn streaming software. But yeah. And lighting. Welcome to Things Betwixt. I think there are a few hidden items around here, but I don't know where they are, so I'm not going to bother with them. And hey, look, I can dual wield my hands. Anyway, I'm more used to the controls now than I was at the beginning of the playthrough, so... Anyway, if you die before lighting the first bonfire, you're sent back to that little, pedestal thing. Anyway, the, enemies that are over there are actually non-hostile unless you attack them, in which case they all turn hostile at the same time, which is never fun. And there's actually a really big enemy over here called the Cyclops, and he's guarding, I think, gold pine resin, but I don't want it. I do want it, but not enough because I don't have the skill level, or the items, or the levels to be able to fight that thing just yet. So, again, I'll be showing you I'll show you the cutscene, but there will be an annotation in the top right to skip the cutscene if you so wish. So, here we go. Very cutscene heavy, these first few sections.
What seems to be the ruckus?
Oh my, your face. The face of the curse.
Damn, shots fired. Your face.
An undead.
Face of George Washington.
An undead.
If he had a sex change operation that was a failure.
They all end up here. All the ones like you.
That's comforting.
You spoke to that kind old dear, didn't you?
I have a habit of positioning old ladies for money, yes.
You're finished. You'll go hollow. Yes, you'll become one of them.
You know, I wonder why the Fire Keepers never go hollow.
Men. Feast upon their souls. This is the fate of the cursed.
Oh, the laughter is so comforting. Puts me at ease.
What is your name?
This name will be different from my stream runs, simply so I can differentiate the files. So my first one is ButteryButters, so I'm going to call this one ButteryButters. No, ButteryButters, since I can't fit the entire thing. And apparently, there we are, and then... Yes, ButteryButters is my name. At least for this one.
At least you know your own name.
I wonder if these ladies know their old names. They are quite senile.
Here's your reward for sharing.
Ooh, a doll!
It's a human effigy.
Oh, well, it's a doll. A wire doll.
Take a closer look. Who do you think it's supposed to be?
Abraham Lincoln.
Think back, deep into your past. Yes. It's an effigy of you.
Wait, I'm Abraham Lincoln? That's awesome! Anyway, character creation. Basically, this is where you choose everything. I'm going with the same gift, the petrified something. Basically, I'll explain the gifts. Life Ring slightly increases max HP, not too good. Human Effigy restores humanity when hollowed, and it's okay, but you find decent chunks of them. Healing Wares gives you a little bit of some healing items, not too good. Homeward Bone, definitely don't take it, you'll find tons of these. Seed of a Tree of Giants. I think if you have that, then if you're invaded, the enemies in your world will attack the invader. Bonfire Aesthetic, burn this into a bonfire to reset the respawn counters on the enemies. Basically, this puts the enemies into New Game Plus mode. The only reason you would want to do that is just if you're farming enemies, because this game has a limited respawn system. I think after 25 times the enemies no longer respawn, so you can use this to let them respawn again, but they'll be New Game Plus difficulty. It's basically their way of forcing you to grow as a gamer, which is actually pretty cool, but Petrified Something is what I'll take. Now, I can't remember if I was a swordsman or a warrior. I wanted something with good dex, but also good strength, but I think I chose warrior. And I'll go ahead and cut out me selecting how my character will look, since most of the time I'll have my helmet on anyway. Alright, I'm back. Basically, just get myself longer hair, a beard, and a face tattoo. Because face tattoos make you more manly immediately.
All people come here for the same reason.
Yay.
To break the curse.
You're no different, I should think. Doesn't stand a chance.
Your encouragement is great. I love it. Now, if this text would send, that'd be fantastic. That's weird. Send the message, damn it. It's because I'm in the basement.
Through the door and trot along to the kingdom.
But remember, hold on to your souls. They're all that keep you from going hollow. Oh, I'll fool you no longer.
This is the game's subtle way of telling you.
Your souls. All of them. Over and over again.
That you're gonna die a lot. Their laughter is awesome. I love their confidence. And here's my pre-order stuff for pre-ordering the game on PC. Basically a whole bunch of stuff for pretty much every class. And my frames just dropped to 30. Oh wow. When I'm running with Bandicam, this game isn't quite as smooth as when I'm just doing with OBS. That's weird. For some reason my bumper is depressed already. I think that might be a problem with my controller. The shield shouldn't be up. And there's a status symbol there for some reason. Huh, that's weird. Anyway, take a look at the weapons. You got the Black Flamestone Dagger, which isn't as powerful as the Broken Straight Sword, but it's faster, does less poise damage. It's a lot heavier, but it provides better stability when defending. The Yellow Quartz Longsword is faster, stronger in every respect. It's a straight sword. Bound Hand Axe actually doesn't do as much damage as the Longsword, but it does bleed damage, which is pretty awesome. Homunculus Mace is a good mace. Decent mace. And Transgressor's Staff is a staff. Anyway, the one thing that's wrong with the Quartz Sword is it's only got 30 durability as opposed to every other weapon's like 60, so... Set these two, and then the shields, none of them are really good. I always go with the one with the highest physical defense damage reduction, which would right now be the bound wooden shield at 90. And yep. And you don't get any armor or anything. Yeah, what the hell? Huh, let me try disconnecting and reconnecting my controller. I wound up just restarting the game, went to the main menu and came back, and it fixed. So yeah, grab this first chest right here. And you grab a human effigy, which is nice. So, go down here. If you clear out the entire tutorial area, this lady will have a crappy little item for you. It's really more of an Easter egg sort of item than anything. Definitely not worth it. Anyway, I just accidentally did a plunging attack on the ground. I just did a guard break by accident. Anyway, good torch and Soul of Lost Undead here, and your first bonfire. Anyway, go ahead and rest at this bonfire and get back up. Anyway, the item over there is, again, guarded by that Cyclops, and that Cyclops drops a ring called the Stone Ring, which is actually really good early in game. My problem is I have not yet fought him successfully, so I'm still going to wait on him. You can come back to this bonfire at any time, so... Also, there's going to be an annotation on the top right now, where you can skip the tutorial area. I will cover a good chunk of it, not all of it, because not all of it's needed. So, if you feel like skipping to me getting to Majula, go ahead and I'll be at the tunnel to Majula, right after you click the link. And for those of you sticking with us for the tutorial, thank you for sticking with us. I have a feeling you're just going to click the annotation, but you don't really need to light these, but there are sections of the game where torches and light will come in very useful, so go ahead and go through this first one. Again, these are just teaching you about the game, so first-time players will want to come through here. It shows you how to attack, so just right bumper, quick attack. I think the Broken Straight Sword will 3-hit these guys, but otherwise 2-hit. Right stick to, on an Xbox 360 control, I'm not sure what it'll be like on PC. And then you can flick the stick to go from enemy to enemy. These guys shouldn't be any issue for you. You can dash by doing this. If you want to, you can try to parry these guys. I've never successfully parried, because you can tell I did that one too late, and the camera's not cooperating. Aha! I got him that time, although I ruined the chance for a critical attack by not walking up to him and pressing the strong attack button. Anyway, there is another Cyclops down there in a coffin. If you sit in that coffin, you will change your gender. So as a man right now, I would change into a woman and back again. It's basically their way of saying you don't like your gender? There you go. Anyway, if you walk up to the back of an enemy and use the regular attack button, you can't be shielding during it, like that. You have to have your shield down. You will do a critical attack on them, assuming you hit them in the right window. They can dodge it and it can leave you vulnerable, but it does a lot more damage than a standard attack. And you'll get a dagger here, which is actually not a bad weapon. I just don't like daggers. Anyway, you can roll by tapping the B button, or the dash button, whichever you have. And you can switch your weapon. The reason I have... Whoa, hello. Forgot you were there. The reason I have two weapons equipped is, as you can tell, there's a little red bar underneath the weapon. That's the weapon durability. And unfortunately, the Quartz longsword has piss poor durability. That's why I'm keeping the mace handy. The mace has slightly more damage, but at this stage in the game, it's definitely not worth it. Anyway, you see there's an archer there. What you want to do when there's an archer is you want to lure the melee enemies out of archer range and kill them. Also, you can destroy these tents. I think this one just tells you how to roll. Anyway, he's done. Whoop. Epic arrow dodge. There we are. Anyway, you can do attacks from certain stances, like if you tap the attack button during a roll, you will do that. If you tap the attack button during a back step, you'll do that. Each weapon set and certain specific weapons from certain sets have their own skills. So, for example, if I were to, say, dash and attack, quick little slashing attack, which I think is the same as the backstep attack, yep. Some weapons have completely, vastly different movesets. Like, for example, I think the Bastard Sword, if you do this, you do a sweeping attack, but if you do this, instead of doing the same sweeping attack, which is what I just did, you'll do, I think, like a jumping attack. So, different weapons, different movesets. You gotta find the one that you like. It's definitely worth it getting less damage on your weapon to get a weapon you're comfortable with. Anyway, this is the crows I mentioned earlier. If they'll talk.
You! Give us smooth!
Annoying voices.
Yes!
Basically, this is saying if there's something that's small and silky in your inventory, smooth and silky, you can drop it here and you can get something for it potentially. So you can do small, smooth and silky stones, smooth and silky stones, prism stones, and petrified somethings. You have to leave it. If you discard it, it goes away. Leaving it places it on the ground. And then, after you exit your inventory, that will tell you whether or not it's a good item or not.
Yeah. So nice, so smooth. Yeah. Silky smooth.
And what am I going to get for this? I got a whip last time. Ah, same thing, old whip. Which is a pretty damn good item for a dex character, actually. I'll show you. If I had the dexterity to wield it, 20 dexterity, B scaling dexterity, 233 damage, which is actually not bad. It doesn't do a lot of, I can't speech good. It doesn't do a whole lot of poise damage, but, hell, what are you going to do? Oh, if you don't know how to do that, it's a dash button and hold down. You have to hold both of them. If you just tap the dash button, you'll jump off. Which I learned the hard way in my stream. Anyway, head through this one. And what does this one say? You can wield your weapon two-handed. This is great for bosses whose attacks are either unblockable or still do a decent chunk of damage when you're blocking. Might as well just dodge them and do extra damage. Wait. It just... Oh, yeah, if you hold Y, you'll wield your left-handed weapon two-handed. Ow. So if I were to hold Y, suddenly I'm wielding my shield with two hands, which makes no sense. I can do shield bashes, though, although I don't quite see the point. Anyway, just continue onward, and this is your section to jumping. This is actually most players' first death if they don't find the Cyclops. So, start dashing and jump. You line it up right, you should survive. And this is to pick up Amber Herbs, which restores spell use by 1 or 2. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. And go up this ladder. Those phantoms of the other players will scare the crap out of you because you'll think they're an enemy that you overlooked. My heart jumped into my chest right there. Anyway, you can do plunging attacks by falling down. You can parry enemy strikes, all that fun stuff. You'll still take damage from falling, but doing a plunging attack, but you'll do, I think you'll take less damage. So, there you are, he's dead. And I ran out of stamina. Ow. Ow. I'm gonna pop a life gem here. You don't have Estus Flask yet, so these life gems are your only means of healing. This will tell you how to do a jumping attack, which is the directional pad and the right trigger, or left trigger, I think it said. Let me see. Yeah, it says left stick in certain direction, so... That's not a jumping attack. There it is. It's hard to get it down because you have to do them at exactly the right time, so... There it is. Alright. It's hard to get used to, and really I don't see much use for it. Anyway, you can knock down these doors, by the way. It does take weapon durability, but sometimes if there's an enemy hiding behind the door, it's worth it. And some locked doors can only be opened by bashing them down, so... You do have to be careful because some doors have explosives behind them, and that's a fun time for you. Alright. And that takes care of that tutorial area. See, that's the area I just came from, and then over here, there's nothing except a sconce, and an archer over there. So remember not to fall, like I did once. And the last tutorial area is over here, where it's going to show you how certain places of the environment can be used. For example, there's no way to get past there. You got a douchebag archer hold up there trying to kill you. You can, however, use the mighty power of friction, gravity, and apparently your foot to knock down a tree that's been rooted in the ground for who knows how many years. Also, your enemies will guard break and almost knock you off the cliff like they did to me right there. Actually, it didn't do a lot of damage. Oh, jeez. Anyway, there's actually a hole in the floor here, so... Yeah, apparently you can knock down a tree that's been rooted in the ground for who knows how many years. Come on, where are you? There you are. This is a bit of a tough area because there's an archer above you here, so you gotta be careful, and you have to dodge that. Wait for him to fire again. And get up the ladder. Quickly turn around, shield. And kill. And he's dead! Awesome. And that takes care of the tutorial area up to this point. For the most part, because if you go down here, after this guy decides to attack me. There we are. See the Cyclops down there? He's pretty much guarding that sex change coffin. Go ahead and again use the supernatural powers that have defied the laws of nature. Knock down the street and boom, shortcut to the sex change coffin. And that ends the tutorial pretty much. Again, just showing you how the game works, and this is the moment right now that my viewers will be coming back from the annotation at. Hi guys, welcome back. I just finished the tutorial. People who have watched the tutorial, I'm sorry for that very odd and vague sort of, yeah. Anyway, this is where you'll get your first sets of messages from the outside world. Overwhelming. Praise the sun. Probably the most common one you'll see. Tough enemy ahead. That is a lie. There is not a tough enemy ahead. Hurrah for happiness. Wow, that one has a lot of ratings. Be wary of despair. Ooh. Composure required ahead. Praise the sun indeed. Praise the sun. Stay calm. Majula. I'm going to leave a message of my own simply because I can. In this game, you can actually leave messages just by going into the menu, so... And I'm going to go with geography... Where is it? Gorgeous view ahead. By the way... And then... Would that be under musings? There we are. Gorgeous view ahead. By the way, praise the sun. I like that message. It shows that I put effort into it. Anyway, there's a bunch of hidden items you can find all around Majula. Including some sweet, sweet jumps. You can go up there to go somewhere. I forgot. Anyway, Divine Blessing. Oh yeah, that way leads to some enemies that are annoying, including petrifying frogs. And you can't even fully go that way because there's someone turned to stone blocking your access. Anyway, there's some stuff to find here and some NPCs to talk to. Go ahead and... I was going to jump over those barrels. Very important you do this. Very important you do this. See this stone right here? Attack it. You get an Estus Flash Shard. You need this. As a matter of fact, this is so important I'm leaving another message. Try... Techniques... Where's attacking? Try play dead. That'll work. Where is it? Actions. There we are. Oh, I didn't leave it? Really? Well, at least now I know exactly where it is for future reference. Yeah, and death ahead. Yeah, there's little, like, pigs over here. They're tough to fight, surprisingly. Don't go down there, you're not ready. I'm gonna go in there in a bit. Go over here. Break those, and get a life gem. Pretty sweet. Over here is Hyde's Tower of Flame. Heidi, I don't know. We're gonna be going there eventually. Up here, if you want hard mode, here it is. You can either enter this covenant or leave all stones to increase your covenant rank for this. This right here is Victor's Stone. Basically what will happen is this turns every enemy in the game into a super ultra mega killing machine. And occasionally they will drop all stones, which your testament to fighting the game on hard mode. Basically, the only reason to do this, I think, is an achievement. I think there's an achievement for playing the entire game past Majula in Victor's Covenant. Matter of fact, I think if you try to enter... I'm not sure. There might be a... Are there achievements? Not sure. Actually, let me check that really fast. Covenant of the Meek. Oh yeah, I got that on stream. All achievements. ButteryButters. Die for the first time. Yeah, that was fun. Blah, 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 blah. Master of Sorcery, Master of Miracles, Selfless Giver. Burn all hexes. That's really all the ones? Should be more than that. Maybe the rest of them are just hidden. Like, for example, Way of the Meek is when I entered that covenant. I thought you just had to discover them, though. I don't want to enter Victor's Covenant at all. Anyway, now we're going to start talking to NPCs. I can't believe there's even bloodstains here. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to the first one, even though I'm getting slowed down for some reason, simply because he doesn't have much dialogue, and I won't have to deal with him for very long. Lenagrast.
Who are you?
Who looks like an orc.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Just help me open this door. I packed my tools in here, seeing it was vacant. But now somebody's gone and locked the door. I'm a blacksmith. I'm nothing without my tools. Bring me that key. Chop chop.
It's rather rude for asking for help, don't you think? Matter of fact, what gesture do I have? No, 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 you know be rude, you know get help. Anyway, go ahead and light this bonfire before I forget, accidentally kill myself, and then, you know, have to go back from things betwixt here. Anyway, you can travel to other bonfires here, so you can also burn things here. I think burning a human effigy temper lowers you on the multiplayer queue, so if you're in a queue to be invaded and you burn a human effigy, you go back down on the queue. It doesn't prevent it, it just delays it. Anyway, first we're going to talk to probably the most important NPC. Tongue but hole? The fuck? Oh, actually we're not going to talk to... Are we going to talk to... I don't know if we're going to talk to... Yes, I know. I'm not making much sense right here. Oh, yeah. We're going to get something that we actually did not get in my stream, which I'm probably going to go back and get off screen. It's a little thing over here. Right here. Did I just choose the... No, I didn't choose the wrong area. Just gotta choose the right area to drop down here. There we are. And here we are. Morningstar and the Cleric Sacred Chime. If you want to cast miracles and didn't choose the Cleric class, well, lucky day. And you also get binoculars here, which really are only used for like spotting like graphical glitches and stuff. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure there's a... I did it! You know what, sir? I don't know if you're still playing, but you deserve a rate for doing it. But yeah, there's actually, not sure if you can do it now, but if you choose the binoculars and you look at the Emerald Herald, that's her name by the way, at a certain angle, you can actually see her eyes are different colors. You can also use it to get a finer look at stuff. So let me go ahead and put the binoculars in, there we are. I can't quite get it. Oh well. Anyway, talk to her.
Are you the next monarch?
No, I'm not. Oh yeah, I should mention right now, even though I'm going to talk over here, there's going to be annotations in the top right to skip the dialogue for you guys, in case you don't want to see it.
I will remain by your side.
Because it can take a while.
This frail hope shatters. Take this with you. May it ease your journey.
Sweet. Estus Flask, definitely need it.
See the king. He who made Drangleic what it once was. He who peered at the essence of the soul. King Vendrin. Bearer of the curse, seek misery.
Oh, that's fun.
For misery will lead you to greater, stronger souls. You will never meet the king with a soul so frail and pallid. Seek those whose names are unutterable. The four endowed with immense souls.
I'm endowed with an immense soul.
Their souls will serve as beacons. Once you have found them, return here to me, so that hope will not fade away. Is that a shard you found? Here, let me see it, so that I may help you to see light, however faint it might be.
And we are finally able to actually see her options. Anyway, you can take the Estus Flask shard that we just found, and we can upgrade the Estus Flask with it. Let me get the mouse out of there. And because of that, we get more Estus Flasks. You can keep talking to her to get more tidbits and backstory. You can also level up here. But as you can see, since I started at level 12, I need 901 souls. I only have 555. Basically, what's going to happen is I'm probably going to increase strength by 1, and then dexterity I want to get up to 20. And then I'm probably going to increase vitality, endurance, and vigor a decent chunk to get more health, stamina, and equip load. Basically, it's going to be, I'm going to try to get each of these to 25, and dexterity to like 30, and maybe strength to 20. Basically, at some point I want to try dual wielding, but just for fun. Anyway, can't do anything now, so I might as well not talk to her anymore. Anyway, the next person we're going to be talking to, I can't remember the name from the comic that... It's a digital thing that if you pre-ordered the game, you also got the webcomic that came with it. It followed this guy's story. Tears ahead, it's true. Okay, so it's been 2 days since I played on my stream, and it was at 2,235,000 deaths. Oh God, 14,016,023 deaths. Jesus Christ, that's double plus another. That's like, oh God, that's like 1,000% of what it was at before. Anyway, there is a beautiful view. Praise the sun indeed. You know what? I'll write your message for no reason. And we are going to talk to who is basically known around here as the Crestfallen.
You're undead, aren't you?
Again, skip in the top right.
You have that distinct scent, the smell of irreversible fate. This is Majula. It is a kind of settlement. A place where life is almost normal. And in Dran Lake these days, there are very few places like that.
Yay! Anyway, I think it's this next set of dialogue where I jumped off the cliff.
I am Solden.
Solden, that's his name.
And like you, I lost everything. And now I'm here. You probably heard that it was possible to break the curse here. Well, that's not true at all.
Oh, you gotta be lying to me right now.
There's nothing here for you, me, or anybody.
Well, screw this place. So totally worth it. It's not often that someone gets me to jump off a cliff, but damn it, Solden did it. He's even more crestfallen than the other crestfallen warrior. Anyway, this is a perfect time for me to show you that your souls will generally be right around where you died. It will be in the most, generally either the most accessible or the most inaccessible part. Like if you were, say, in the Iron Keep, and you tried getting an item that was across a bed of fiery rocks, and you died midway through the bed of fiery rocks, more than likely your soul would not be at the beginning of those fiery rocks, but at the end. Yay for douchebag programmers.
About souls?
No, I don't.
Even I'm not certain, but I'm told that the soul is the essence of life itself. Anything living, sentient or no, supposedly has one. What we call the curse is traceable to the soul. Do you see what that means?
I'm dancing.
To be alive,
to walk this earth. That's the real curse, right there.
Dude, you should start an emo band.
We undead will never die. And that's quite a predicament, really.
That is quite a predicament. Anyway, keep talking to him.
There are 4 beings in this land with giant souls. And wherever you go from here, you'll sooner or later come up against them.
I know exactly who they are.
Each has a powerful soul and a terrible curse. If that frightens you, then you ought to just give up right now. Like I have.
You coward! I jumped off the cliff for laughs.
Do you ever cry out for help? The journey of an undead is long and treacherous. You'll face invaders from other worlds at every turn. If you need help, why not proclaim faith in the Blue Sentinels? When you face danger, the Blue Sentinels will come to your aid. Protection is yours, if you wish. You need only accept their kind embrace.
And this is where you get to join the Way of Blue Covenant. Basically what this covenant does, if you are attacked by an invader from another world, it summons 2 Blue Sentinels to protect you. Which is useful for players like me who don't enjoy PvP and instead play mainly for the story and for player versus enemy content.
People are weak, but the Blue Sentinels watch over us in their benevolence.
How nice of them.
Let the Sentinels cradle you in their embrace.
I don't know about all that. There may be some pretty hot female Sentinels in that group. But yeah, anyway, that's the main reason to talk to Salden. He also gives you plenty of decent little tidbits about things in the game. But, for example, if I'm ever invaded now that I'm a part of this covenant and wearing the ring, Sentinels will be summoned to aid me. And I will probably still die. Because I'm guessing the Sentinels are AI controlled. And AI controlled, not fun. Anyway, there's 2 more guys to talk to. Well, technically one's a girl, but I'm gonna talk to the dude first since he has the least amount of stuff to say. But in classic Zelda RPG fashion, we're gonna rob him blind first, because no one bothers to care that we just break into people's houses and steal their shit. Titanite shard, sweet. Alright, time to talk to this guy. Oh boy, they're chest ahead. That's quite true. Ladder ahead. Well, thank you, Captain Obvious. Man ahead. Again, thank you, Captain Obvious. Anyway, again, there will be a annotation top right to skip all of this dialogue. He really doesn't have that much to say anyway, except politics about his homeland. So here we go.
Hello there.
Speak up.
Welcome to my shop. I'm Morlin, and I sell armor.
Maulin the Armorer.
Oh, sorry, Please do have a look at my wares.
Now you need to talk to me first.
Really use the business. If you'd be so kind. I came from the west, from Volgan. Have you been there? It's a lively place, vibrant with trade.
Quite unlike Drain Lake.
Very competitive, of course. And you have to grease the wheels to get anywhere.
America!
But I didn't have the funding for that, so I left home in hopes of striking gold.
And you came here.
It's been years since then, and I've made very little headway.
I can tell you're sitting in a shack in Majula.
I don't even know why I'm still here. Everything's all run down and dying. It's terrible for business, really.
Yeah, it looks like a crack den.
A group calling themselves the Blue Sentinels have gained much power in Volgan.
I just joined the Way of Blue.
You can't even run a shop without their blessing.
That sounds sketch.
They claim to be working for the greater good, but it's absolute hogwash.
Well, they do stop people from being invaded, so that's great.
Oh, by the gods, why the hell am I here?
You're here to sell me armor, you bitch. But yeah, anyway, this guy sells your armor, so go ahead and you can get the Iron Parma here, which sucks. Silver Eagle Kite Shield, which actually isn't bad. And the Twin Dragon Great Shield, which is okay, but you need 20 strength to wield it, and it weighs 7 units. The Silver Eagle Kite Shield's probably the best thing he has here, but I think you can find it. And you can buy standard and leather equipment, infantry equipment, and the Falconer set. The Falconer set's actually not too bad. As you can tell, it doesn't weigh a whole lot, although it is armor, so it will weigh a decent chunk. He will get a lot more in his inventory as you buy more and more from him, and he'll slowly devolve more and more into madness as you buy more from him, so...
Well, I do hope I see you again.
You will when I have the money to spend, and by money I mean souls. Anyway, only one more NPC, I swear, and then we'll head to the Forest of Fallen Giants. And she's in here. Where'd she go? Oh, there she is. Kitty, cute, kitty, I love you, kitty, I want you, kitty. Oh, it's her ear flickers, that's adorable.
Oh, undead are we?
Observant, too.
And one without much time remaining.
And bitchy, as well.
Just about ready to fall apart, I'd say.
Oh, fantastic. I love you.
Not exactly the time to be chatting with a cat. Well, suit yourself. Oh yes, you may call me Shalqua. Enchanté.
Ooh, and she's French too. I like her.
So, what did you want anyway?
And to the point. There's one thing
You smell wonderful.
There's one thing I do notice about Shalquar's design is that she kind of looks like a mix between a wolf and a cat, which I love. Anyway, continue talking.
This place is already dead.
That's a great outlook.
Crumble and waste away so that something new may be born.
Great, so why am I here?
Wonderful.
Phantom, get out of here. You're making me look bad.
Fascinating. We receive only the most peculiar visitors. Folk like yourself.
Great, now I'm peculiar, and I thought I liked you.
It's enough to keep even a cat amused.
Okay, so you meant that in a good way.
Are you going to see the old ones?
Yes, I am.
Those 4 who have grown so incredibly ancient. They must have sprouted quite a thick coat of moss by now.
I doubt it. Especially the old Iron King.
No one even knows their names anymore.
I know their names.
Imagine that.
Especially if they're the same as the original Dark Souls.
Yes, nothing like yourself. For you have a most pleasant scent. It grows nicer with each passing day.
We've known each other for 5 minutes, but thank you, I'm flattered. You should buy me dinner first.
Have you made friends with the man by the sea?
I guess, yeah.
He's lost everything. Absolutely everything.
Yeah, sure, that's amusing.
The only thing he's good for now is a few tidbits on covenants.
And yet you still give more information than he does.
Type of, well, contract, you might say. You give something to gain something. That's the way humans like it, right?
I actually like taking something and not giving anything back.
You need. But what does a cat know?
You're more than a cat, Shalquar. And I just don't know what the hell you are.
Did you see that oddly formed rock behind here? Long ago, they called it Victor Stone, as I recall.
Yeah, I know, I just told all my viewers that.
If you wish to face greater challenges, speak to the rock.
I'm a coward, so no.
Although, you'd just as well not.
Listen to Shalquar on this one. Don't do this in your first run. This is for, like, people who are experts.
This place is already...
And...
This place... Are you going... The Thema? For heaven? Imagine. Yes. Were you...
Alright, now that we're done, you can check your status with every covenant you're in here. As you can see, 0 in the way of blue. And you can choose to abandon your current covenant from here. She also sells quite a few nice rings. Ring of the Evil Eye, where you absorb HP from each fallen foe, which is useful. Silver Cat Ring, reduce fall damage, which is incredible considering fall damage in this game is like you step on a twig and you're dead. Red Eye Ring, easier to be detected by enemies. I guess that's good for drawing enemies away from archers, I guess. Name Engraved Ring, easier to connect to players who choose the same god. Basically, when you get this ring, you choose a god, and anyone that you know who also chooses the same god, it's easier to connect with them when you summon. So if you want to summon your friend for a boss and you both have the same god, it's easier to summon your friend. But I still don't think it's worth 5,500 souls. And the Ring of Whispers, 5,800. Hear voices of foes. I think the only use for this is a side quest in the Shaded Woods. But yeah, definitely the thing you're going to want to get eventually is the Silver Cat Ring. You can get Homeward Bones here. She has 10 of them. Prism Stones, 10 of them. Alluring Skulls, 10 of them, although I'm not sure why you would want them. And Lloyd's Talismans, 16 grand a piece, 1,600 a piece. They're decent in PvP, where wherever you drop them, enemies can't Estus within them, but their main use is discovering mimics, because it'll put a mimic to sleep, allowing you to get the treasure without fighting them.
Nothing suited you, I presume?
Alright, whew!
Well, that's dismaying.
After all that talking, ay, Dios mío. I don't even know what time I'm at, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to end off this episode here, but I'm going to keep recording, and in the next episode we're going to get to the first bonfire in the Forest of Fallen Giants. Hopefully it won't take a full 20 minutes to do, and hopefully I don't die along the way, but if I do die, I'll just cut back to the point where I died at. So, anyway, I will see you guys in the next episode, and as always guys, take care.